Welcome to the Norcal SportsPass.
SportsPass!
A weekly review of Norcal's best high school sports action. Powered by a team of professional sportscasters taking their experience covering pro and college sports to the high school ranks. The Norcal SportsPass.
SportsPass!
With Dave Lewis.
Thank you for checking in. And as usual, we have a lot on the table. I don't want to keep you waiting, so we'll get right to it. And start with boys soccer. As University of San Francisco standout Max Edelstein was named the Prep to Prep North Coast Section Senior of the Year, scoring 30 goals this season, including 5 in the CIF NorCal Regionals, as the Red Devils made a run to the NorCal D3 title game. Other players who were considered: a pair from Marin Academy, Andoni Echeverry and Eric Satchelman, Foothills' Cameron Matkin, Los Lomos' Tim Weidinger, and Vintage's Diego Cortez. Cal Sports named its All-State girls basketball teams. Making the first team in the Open Division is National Player of the Year Haley Jones of Archbishop Mitty, Ali Bamberger of Carondelet, Angel Jackson of Salesian, and Hannah Jump of Pinewood. Second team, Clara Astrom of Pinewood, Michaela Edwards of Salesian, Kennedy Johnson of Bishop O'Dowd, Malia Mastora of St. Joe's, Mia Mastov of Miramonte, and Jordan Sweeney of Heritage. Making the second team in the Open Division, Jazaniah Harriel of Antelope, and Sacramento senior Ryan Walters. Third team Open Division, Maya Blake of Bear Creek, Anna Blunt of St. Mary's of Stockton, Anya Choice of Cardinal Newman, who plays for Monica Myrtle on the great Cardinals team, Middies, Hunter Hernandez, Nia Lowry of McClatchy, and Abigail Muse of Heritage. First team in D2, Natalia Ackerman of Aptos, Zion Gabriel of Eastside Prep, Avery Lee of Menlo School, Annika Shaw of Palo Alto, Madison Perry of Loomis, and Jaden Matthews of Enterprise in Reading. Matthews was also named the D2 Player of the Year. Whitney High's Jada Lewis was named second team in D2, as was Jasmine Hess of Kasumna Soaks, Talo Lee Uparesa of Sacred Heart Cathedral, and Sharon Najad of Menlo School. In D3, Gabby Roans of West Campus is on the first team with May Alexander and Morgan Dunbar of Oakland. Alicia Jones of Bayer, Isla Lane of Woodside Prairie was named the D3 State Player of the Year. Second team in D3, Carly Zaragoza of Union Mine, and Bria Shine of Christian Brothers. Time to catch my breath for just a moment and pass the baton to Frank Garrity.
The CIF San Joaquin section has announced that 49 student athletes overall will receive a total of over $26,000 in scholarship money for outstanding athletic performance, community service, and academic success during their 4 years of high school. They are the winners of A. Dale Lackey CSCA scholarships, named after the former section and state CIF president. 4 male and 4 female winners each receive an $800 scholarship. They are El Camino's Sarah Chaves, Rockland's Emily Jagerhorn, Isabella Patterson of Sonora, and McNair's Alessia Townsville. For the guys, Andre Crump of Monterey Trail, Lolan Tejada Lemus of Patterson, Blake Moser of El Camino, and Golden Sierra's Lucas Murray. In addition, the Clark Hoover Scholarship Award of $1,200 was given to 2 top honorees. Nolan Locke of Pittman. Nolan wrestled and swam for 4 years each, and he played football and water polo for 2 years each. In swimming, he was a team MVP twice and a section qualifier 3 times. In wrestling, he won the Coaches Award twice. He's a member of Key Club as the ASB Vice President, and he's a chemistry peer tutor. Nolan won the Pittman Development Foundation MVP Award. He started the Pittman High Blood Drive and volunteers with the We Care program, Turlock Shines, Love Turlock, and Relay for Life. He has a 4.59 GPA, which is number 1 at his class of 499. He's undecided on his college choice, though he hopes to continue his swimming career while majoring in chemistry with a goal to become a chemical engineer. The other winner, Annie Winton of Livingston. She played golf, basketball, and soccer for 4 years each. She also played soccer her freshman year. In golf, she was named All-League 4 times, team MVP twice, and she was the Trans Valley League MVP this season. She was the team
And finally,
MVP
a great example of folks making a difference. Former Giants pitcher Jesse Fopper, now coaching at Marina Catholic, wanted to make sure on Twitter that his players were recognized for their home run derby victory. Vaughn Moderer, Jake Turkington, Dylan Joyce, Eli Larson, and Jack Burns, smashing the long ball for a great cause, supporting boys against breast
basketball
cancer.
and softball clinics.
Nicely done,
Knights
guys.
of Columbus Fish Fry.
And that'll do it for another edition of the rapidly growing, the exponentially growing Norcal Sports Pass. For Frank Garrity, for Doug Doyle, and our executive producer John Franklin.
She is
thank you
undecided
so much for listening. listening.
choice as well, but she
I'm Dave
continue
Lewis.
playing basketball
We'll talk to
with
you
a
next
career
time.
goal to become a teacher. Congratulations to a number of former Northern California football stars who were drafted into the NFL, led by Jonah Williams from Folsom by way of Alabama. He went in round 1 to the Bengals. The Vikings in round 4 took San Ramon Valley's Drew Samia. Drew finished his high school career at Oklahoma. Ben Burr-Kirvin, the ex-Sacred Heart Prep star, went to Seattle in round 5. Linebacker Cameron Smith, who played at Granite Bay, went in round 5 to the Vikings. Palo Alto High School's Keyshawn Johnson, the wideout, who played college ball at Fresno State, went to the Cardinals in the 6th round. Clayton Valley Charter Xavier Crawford to Houston in round 6. Finally, P.J. Johnson of Burbank via Arizona was picked in the 7th round by the Lions. Jay Sarah's Newsom Alani getting a recent offer from Nebraska. Valley Christian Rising senior Isaiah McIlvain with his very first offer. It comes from New Mexico. Washington State offering both Jameer Shepard of Palo Alto and Troy Franklin of Menlo Atherton. And Jesuit basketball's Isis Silva picks up an offer from Santa Clara to add to a recent one he got from Texas El Paso. For Sports Pass, I'm Frank Garrity.
Sports Pass.
Thanks a lot, Frank. And to baseball, and a great feature in the Sac B written by our good friend Joe Davidson on Connor Hajurpi of Woodland becoming a folk hero with his accomplishments on the diamond. The Oregon State commit has thrown 3 no-hitters, including a 14-gem strikeout against Casa Roble. He struck out 15 in 5 innings against Miraloma and 15 in 5 innings against Mesa Verde. No slouch at the plate either, hitting .441 with 6 homers, 34 RBIs, and 22 runs scored. One of his homers bounced off a church roof beyond Clark Field, the same field where future big leaguers Tony Turcato and Dustin Pedroia developed their skills. Let's look back at another outstanding performance as we check in with Doug Doyle.
Game of the week. Game of the week. The Norcal Sports Pass.
Game of the week. The Petaluma Trojans baseball team pulled off a tremendous comeback on Saturday in a 9-7 conference win over the Bella Vista Broncos. Petaluma improved to 13-9 overall, while the Broncos dropped to 25-1. The Broncos carried a 4-1 lead into the top of the 6th inning when the Trojans exploded for 6 runs in that frame. Petaluma sophomore Mario Zarco was one of the hitting stars in this one, going 2 for 4 at the plate, including a big triple and 3 ribbies. Senior Jack Gallagher drove in 2 runs. He went 2 for 4 at the plate. Senior Sam Jacobs also knocked in a pair of runs. Bella Vista didn't go down without a battle, though. The Broncos scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning to make it tight, but eventually fell short in a wild one. Sophomore Gavin Ochoa picked up the win on the mound, lasting 5 innings and allowing 3 earned runs. Dan O'Hagan and Mario Zarco eventually came in relief to seal the win for Petaluma. Bella Vista will host McClatchy on Wednesday afternoon. Petaluma goes on the road to take on Casa Grande tomorrow afternoon. For Sports Pass, I'm Doug Doyle.
Game of the week. Game of the week.
Both Nevada Union and Placer had their Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. For Nevada Union, the inductees include football coach Dave Humphers, winner of 195 games and 4 section titles. Volleyball coaches Larry Peterson and Bob Rogers, who combined for 6 section and 3 Norcal titles. Along with a list of athletes include football chaplain and statistician Andy Owens, photographer John Hart, and PA announcer Fred Anderson. For Placer, the inductees include basketball player Effa Lardner-Gordon of 1910, along with other athletes, Terry Banderas, Ron Childs, Jerry Lopes, Larry Pruitt, and Chris Walgren. The Placer 11-0 team that was ranked number 1 in the state by Cal High Sports was inducted, as was rifle coach Frank Benito and team physician Bill Kirby. Congratulations to Campbell Junior point guard Carter Mahaney on his offer from Northern Arizona. From football, J.T. Reed from Valley Christian received an offer from Fresno State, his first. And from baseball, right-handed pitcher Jake Buxton from Tamalpais made his commitment to Cal Poly. And that is a wrap. Thank you so much for helping our exponential growth of this program. For Frank Garrity, for Doug Doyle, and our executive producer John Franklin, I'm Dave Lewis. Thank you so much for listening. And we'll talk to you next time.